Fellas, they lied to you about getting jacked. They told you to bulk up as much as possible. Get as strong as you can in the gym. Who cares how much fat you gain? Just cut later. You ended up fat, unhappy, lacking confidence, and looking sloppy overall, and ruining your quality of life for months or years. They told you to do these optimal exercises. They told you that you followed their routine, you are gonna maximize your progress. If you keep doing the new exercise, workout routine, volume that they say, you're gonna make more progress than everyone else, yet you still don't have the physique you want. You're not making progress in the gym. And the guys who don't care as much are the ones with the great physiques who stay lean year round. They told you that if you get jacked, do it for women. This is the best motivation. Body game, red pill. But you get the physique and you end up realizing there's a huge hole in your life and something is still missing. The truth is about building a physique, getting jacked, looking aesthetic. You don't need to overcomplicate it with all these things. You don't need to fall into this paralysis by analysis or get stuck in the content machine that is social media these days. And that's the reason all these videos are being made. All these new exciting things. This study says this. Oh, this is the best way to get women. Just get jacked, body game. This is all just to get you roped in because it gets views. It's what you desire biologically. And it keeps things exciting because the truth is it's boring, it's simple. And if you just implement a few things that I'm going to talk about today, you will build a good physique. But the most important thing about building the physique isn't the body. It's the identity shift. It's who you become in the process and the way you view yourself. That is really the most important thing here. And that is the truth about getting jacked. It's about the person you become in the process, the skills you learn, the traits, the characteristics that you develop that you can pass on to other areas of your life. So let's get right into it, shall we? Let's get into the nitty-gritty. Let's first talk about fitness influencers, science-based lifting, any of these terms. Guys, I've been training for 13 years. I've been around the block. I've tried every style of training, power building, powerlifting, calisthenics, bodybuilding, what is it, Soviet style, German style training, whatever it is. There's all these different types. I've done compounds only, I've done accessories, I've done high volume, low fat, high fat, every diet, every workout routine you could ever possibly think of. I've been around the block. I've tried it all. I've used myself as an experiment. The truth is most of these things are just different ways of skinning the cat. And if you get the fundamentals down, it'll be the simplest, easiest path to build muscle and lose fat. Eat whole foods, train hard with intensity, and do basic exercise. This science-based stuff is a scam. If you're lying on the floor doing a lat pull down, you're not going to build more muscle in your lats than doing 100+ pound weighted pull-ups. You should repeatedly doing the same thing over and over again with the basic exercises with dumbbells, barbells, body weight plus extra weight added on. Progress those for years on end, you will build a good physique. That is literally all you need to know about working out in terms of in the gym training, and get better at the skill of contracting the muscle, stretching it under tension, and that's how you grow your muscle. Keep getting stronger, keep getting better at actually learning the skill of exercises, and stick to the basics. If you keep switching them all the time, doing these optimal exercises, number one, you're never gonna stick to it long enough because there's a new study every single week, every month, telling you to do something else, and you never get good at anything. You never actually get that skill at executing. So that's number one. I just have to get that out of the way straight away because it's really important. Number two, this whole bulking and cutting thing. I've fell for this many times in my experience. There's been many times where I've bulked up 40+ pounds. Right now, I'm 185 pounds. A few years ago, I got up to 220. Imagine the state I was in. I looked like a damn meatball. Blood pressure was through the roof, and I was feeling quite unwell. And then I had to diet and lose all that fat, and I ended up looking worse after the diet. The thing is, the whole bulking and cutting thing is an excuse. Having an off season when you're not a bodybuilder doesn't make any sense. The reason you want to work out is to feel good, look good, vitality, energy, health, confidence. You don't get that by being fat, sloppy, eating pizzas and pastas year round. The best thing you can do is get really lean, 10% body fat, and then slowly bulk up to 14, 15%. But you should always have your abs visible. And one of the most important things you need to do this is get your metabolism right. And bulking and cutting cycles ruin it. You engorge in a ton of calories, stuff your face, thousands of calories, and then you go on this crazy hard diet going from 4,000 calories a day to 2,000 calories a day, and your metabolism has no time to adjust. And then you end up right back in the same cycle because as soon as you start eating again from all the cravings, because you're on such low calories, you put on a bunch more fat. You're much better off building your metabolism over time, being more active on a daily basis because you have more energy, getting sunlight, touching grass, experiencing life while also training. And then you can eat pretty flexibly. And this is something that took me way too long to realize. I was stuck in the bodybuilding mindset of food for basically a decade. It took me almost a decade to get past it. And that's why I'm so passionate about trying to get you guys out of it, because it's not necessary at all. You should have a good framework for your meals. You should have go-to meals that you like eating every day that are from whole foods, that are nutrient dense. And in reality, 20% of the time, maybe even 30, you can kind of eat whatever you want. Like if I'm at a coffee shop and I want a croissant, I have a chocolate croissant. And it has no effect on my energy levels, my digestion, because 70 to 90% of the time, let's give it a little bit of a range, 79% of the time, I am perfect, on point. But I enjoy every single meal. I make them taste good. You don't have to not salt your food, make them bland. This isn't the case. So don't do this bulking and cutting cycle. Get lean when you first start going to the gym. Get really lean, 10% body fat, however long it takes you, regardless of where you start. And then slowly increase your calories over time. But you got to remember the reason you're getting in the gym. It's not to be a bloated mess. It's not to have a bunch of water retention, converting your testosterone to estrogen. It's to have vitality, high testosterone, high energy, high agency in the world, feel good on a daily basis. This is what we're here to do. And this is all about setting your standards for your life. And this is what we do in my one-on-one coaching. I have to tell you guys this because if you want to expedite the process of getting in shape, you want to build this movie star, high status, aesthetic physique, but you want to skip all the experimenting time that I went through for a decade plus, and that many people never end up reaching their main goal because it takes so long to figure it out on your own, and you want problems solved quickly, and you want to know exactly the system you should put in place to get to your dream body. Book a call with me down below. We'll talk about where you're currently at, where you're going, where we're trying to get to, the things that are in the way, and how we can solve them together. But getting jacked for women, red pill, body game, whatever these things are, I'm not really aware of them. I kind of understand what they stand for. These are all nonsense. If you're getting jacked for women, it's not going to last. You're going to get one girl and you're going to fall off. It's not the main motivator. It is the icing on the cake. You shouldn't do anything for women if you are a man. You shouldn't get money for women. You shouldn't get a physique for women. You shouldn't get status, wear nice clothes for women. The reason is because along the journey of acquiring these things, you think you're not worthy of getting a woman. So you never end up actually interacting with them, learning the skill, going through breakups, which is the best thing you can do as a man. Going through breakups, evolve your character, learn how to actually have a good, powerful, high polarity dynamic with a woman. When you actually get the thing you want, money, status, the physique, you're going to end up falling off. You're going to end up not chasing those things anymore because your main motivator isn't there. You have the woman, you've already succeeded in your mind, but also you've lost out on so much experience. Work out as a way to set yourself new standards, a new baseline for your life. Change your environment, the people you're around. Get around more people that are on the same trajectory as you. Use this as the standard you live by for everything in your life. Think about this when you want to get jacked. You have to do the same things repeatedly that you know succeed over a long period of time, and you know you will get there. You know you will build a good physique. You will get lean. You will build muscle. It's the exact same for everything else. It's all about just building habits, and getting a good physique is literally the fastest way to do it. 6 months, 1 year, you can have a really, really good physique and see crazy progress and completely change the way you view yourself, your self-belief, but also the way other people perceive you, and it's going to completely change your interactions on a daily basis in all regards. And that's something we always talk about here. But use it as the jump pad. Use it as the foundation. Use it as the leverage in the real world, because if you get a good physique, you're 1% of men in today's society. Everyone is soft. Society is soft. Society is weak. We don't have to even worry about basic instincts anymore. You don't even have to worry about feeding yourself. I mean, people are overfeeding themselves. You don't have to worry about sheltering yourself. You need to put some kind of stress in your life, some kind of goal, something that is a little bit difficult. You need to create that pressure, and working out is literally the first thing you can do, and everything will start falling into place after that. And I truly know that. I don't believe it. I know it because I've seen it, and I help guys do it all the time, and I did it for myself. I was once lost as well. I was once a little kid smoking weed, doing drugs, being a little bit of a dumbass. And then I found the gym, and it got me new standards, a new baseline, a new trajectory. And the last thing that you've been lied about is how difficult this process is. You know, all these optimal science-based things, they make it seem like it's such a difficult task. Like you have to commit so much time So much mental energy. You have to think precisely. It couldn't be further from the truth. Most guys who have good physiques don't care. And they're at a point where they haven't tracked their macros in years. They learn the skill of looking at food, seeing how much protein roughly it is by tracking, and then they stop doing it. They go to the gym and do what feels good. They go in there, they get a pump because it's enjoyable. They progress because as a man, having a goal you're always working towards is what keeps you coming back. That's literally what guys with good physiques do. They don't care. They're not doing optimal exercises. They are not studying the new studies. They're going to the gym lifting because it's a mental release. You know, it gives you, breaks up your day. You have a lot of energy when you're eating good, you're training, you get more energy. You got to put it somewhere. You put it into the gym. And of course, all the benefits, the confidence, the self-belief, the agency, all the things we talk about constantly on this channel. But do not ever believe it's difficult. It's so easy. I can say that because I've been through periods where I overanalyzed it and I made less progress because I was always switching things. I thought it was a way more difficult task. I was like, I'm going to war today in the gym. It's not that deep. Go to the gym, train hard, 45 minutes, you're going to build a fantastic physique. And this is what it's all about, guys. Building the physique is more than just the body. And you will realize that once you commit yourself to it and actually start seeing progress. It's about who you become, the experiences you gain, and the traits, characteristics you have. And then you have to use that as leverage in the real world, in business interactions, dating, everything. Your daily interactions will be better. But this is what it's all about. There's no point being in good shape if you feel like shit on a daily basis, but also you have nothing else going for you. Having a good physique is awesome, but if you're just a guy with a good physique but nothing going for you, it's not that impressive. And there's no point not being in shape and having a mind that eats yourself alive every single day, reaffirms that you're not reaching your full potential. So, guys, don't listen to what the social media influencers are saying. The science-based guys. Go to the gym, have fun, train hard, push yourself, put that discomfort on yourself, stay with it, be consistent, and be observant and try and improve, and you will make good progress.